I've pulled up the web browser just so you can see. It's a WebKit based browser, but some of the functions like the rounded corners don't quite work well. A little bit of rendering glitch there. You can tap down here to bring up some controls and you get access to a lot of things like, the settings, sharing the URL, going to your feeds and such. Works in portrait mode naturally. We'll go to the full site and see what that looks like. So here's the full Mobile Burn website loaded. This browser is really being quite difficult. I've had all sorts of problems with connectivity, and it wasn't loading the site correctly at all. It seems to be working at the moment most of the time. There we go. Like I said, this has really been a horrible experience. You can see there's flash support. There are flash ads working here, so theoretically you could watch YouTube videos as well, but with the bandwidth issues I'm having, I don't really see that being a possibility for the demo video here. Just really hard to get it to do what I want. But you can see it does have multi-touch zooming most of the time. Here's Nokia's Ovi store. We can take a look at some of the applications. You see it's got a lot of popular apps there. It's Angry Birds, Fruit Ninja's free. Swipe text input made free by Nokia, which is really cool. Don't really need it on this device, but we'll download it and install it just to see how it looks and contrast it with the normal on-screen keyboard. Now the app's downloading, and once it's installed, we'll test it out. It says we're going to need to reboot after installing Swipe. Installation process on this device is really slow in general for the apps I've tried out so far, and this is no exception here. So let's try rebooting it and see how it goes. Now if the phone's been rebooted, I can show you some text input options here. This is the triple tap portrait mode. This is a test, but much easier is Swipe. So I can just say this is another test, and you can see how much easier that is. Of course, might as well be doing this on the keyboard. That's why you have the E7 in the first place. I'm going to take a very quick look at the camera here because it's not autofocus. It's just a enhanced depth of field camera, so there's no autofocus at all. You just press the button and it takes the picture, and that's it. Press the shutter button again to get back to the active camera. Switch to video mode. Go into settings and maybe down here into options. Look at settings and see what the resolution we can set it at. High definition, so it's already on 720p HD. Start the video and move around just a little bit so you can see what's going on, and hopefully play it back. Press the shutter button again to jump back to the camera, and from the options menu here I can get to photo viewer, and hopefully it'll come up. It's one of the photos I just shot. But you can see it's not focused very well. It's just trying to catch a little lizard here. Obviously no macro mode whatsoever. Things out here are in focus, but the lizard itself is not at all. Really not particularly impressive. So that's my very quick and somewhat painful look at the Nokia E7. It is a beautiful piece of hardware that is marred by an operating system that just doesn't seem to know how to work with humans. I know there are going to be people out there that don't agree. There's a lot of Symbian fans out there, but I think at least Nokia agrees, since they finally have decided that they're going to have to move on in a couple of years and try a different operating system. We'll see how that works out, because, I mean, like I said, Nokia makes some absolutely beautiful hardware, and this is a fine example of what the company is capable of doing. So again, it's Nokia E7. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.